Today, we're exploring a fascinating piece of culinary history. 20 sandwiches that once graced family tables across America but have since slipped into obscurity. These sandwiches were beloved by many, yet today, few even remember their names. Number 1. Sugar Sandwich. The sugar sandwich, a symbol of frugality and resourcefulness during the Great Depression, was a simple yet impactful creation that reflected the hardships of the 1930s. Families struggling to make ends meet often had to rely on the most basic ingredients to feed their children. Bread, often homemade or cheaply purchased, was a staple in nearly every household. The sugar sandwich was born out of necessity, combining two common yet affordable items, bread and sugar. The bread provided sustenance, while the sugar offered a rare taste of sweetness, a luxury in a time when treats were few and far between. To create this sandwich, a slice of bread was buttered, and a thin layer of sugar was sprinkled on top. This combination created a simple, sugary treat that children could enjoy without costing their parents much. The sandwich wasn't just a quick snack, it was a symbol of the creativity and resilience of families during a period of extreme economic hardship. It served as a reminder that even in the toughest times, a little sweetness could be found in the simplest of things. The sugar sandwich also became a nostalgic memory for many who lived through the era, representing both the struggles and small joys of their childhood. Despite its simplicity, the sugar sandwich holds a significant place in the history of American cuisine, as it highlights the ingenuity and adaptability of people during one of the most challenging times in American history. Number 2. Ketchup Sandwich. The ketchup sandwich was a stark representation of the resourcefulness that families had to adopt during the Great Depression. In an era where money was tight and food was scarce, families turned to simple, affordable ingredients to create meals that could sustain them. Ketchup, a condiment that was inexpensive and widely available, became the centerpiece of this makeshift meal. The sandwich was typically made by spreading ketchup between two slices of bread, sometimes with a light smear of margarine or butter if available. The acidity and sweetness of the ketchup provided a flavor that, while far from luxurious, added some taste to an otherwise bland and monotonous diet. For many, it was a way to make a meal out of almost nothing, a solution born out of sheer necessity. While the ketchup sandwich might seem unappetizing today, it was a crucial survival tool during tough times. The sandwich not only filled stomachs but also served as a reminder of the importance of adaptability and making do with what was available. It was especially common in urban areas where access to fresh produce or meat was limited. Children, in particular, grew accustomed to this simple meal, often eating it for lunch or as a snack after school. Despite its simplicity, or perhaps because of it, the ketchup sandwich became a symbol of resilience and the ability to endure hardship with creativity and determination. Number 3. Victory Sandwich. The Victory Sandwich was a product of the resourcefulness and patriotic spirit during World War II. As the war effort intensified, food rationing became a necessity, and families across the United States had to adjust their meals to fit within the constraints of what was available. The term victory was commonly attached to various items and initiatives that supported the war effort, and the Victory Sandwich was no exception. This sandwich often included ingredients that could be grown in personal victory gardens, which were small plots where families cultivated vegetables to supplement their rations. A typical Victory Sandwich might include slices of homegrown tomatoes, lettuce, and even beets or carrots, layered on bread that was made with limited ingredients, often using whole grains or alternative flours. Meat was scarce and heavily rationed, so it was either used sparingly or substituted with protein alternatives like peanut butter, beans, or even mashed potatoes. The Victory Sandwich wasn't just a meal, it was a symbol of the collective effort to support the troops overseas by conserving resources at home. Women, often the primary food preparers, became incredibly creative in making these sandwiches both nutritious and filling while adhering to the strict rationing guidelines. The use of fresh, locally grown vegetables not only provided necessary nutrients but also fostered a sense of contribution to the war effort, as every garden and every sandwich was seen as a small but meaningful act of patriotism. Number 4. Spamwich. The Spamwich became a culinary staple during World War II, as Spam, a canned pre-cooked meat product, was widely distributed to soldiers and civilians alike due to its long shelf life and portability. This sandwich, made by layering slices of fried or grilled Spam between bread, was not only a convenient meal but also a symbol of wartime ingenuity and resilience. The versatility of Spam made it a favorite ingredient, as it could be easily incorporated into various dishes, but the Spamwich stood out as one of the most popular and enduring options. The Spamwich was often prepared by slicing the Spam into thin pieces and frying it until it developed a crispy exterior, adding a satisfying texture to the otherwise soft and salty meat. The fried Spam was then placed between slices of bread, often with mustard, pickles, or onions, which helped to balance the rich, savory flavor of the Spam. Some variations included a slice of American cheese or a fried egg, adding an extra layer of indulgence to this otherwise simple meal. Spam's affordability and widespread availability made the Spamwich a go-to option not just for military families but also for civilians dealing with rationing and limited food supplies. It was a filling and relatively nutritious option, providing much-needed protein and calories during a time when food resources were stretched thin. Despite its humble origins, the Spamwich has endured as a nostalgic favorite for many, representing both the challenges and the creativity of an era defined by sacrifice and resourcefulness. Number 5. Olive and Cream Cheese Sandwich. The olive and cream cheese sandwich was a popular choice during the 1950s, particularly for women's luncheons, bridge parties, and social gatherings. The sandwich combined the smooth, rich texture of cream cheese with the briny, slightly tangy flavor of green olives, creating a sophisticated and savory treat. The preparation involved finely chopping pimento-stuffed green olives and mixing them into softened cream cheese until evenly distributed. This spread was then generously applied to soft white or whole wheat bread, often with the crusts removed to give the sandwich a more refined appearance. This sandwich's popularity stemmed from its simplicity and the ease with which it could be prepared ahead of time. It was particularly favored in the post-war era, when hosting and home entertaining became increasingly important in American culture. The olive and cream cheese sandwich provided a stylish and flavorful option that stood out among the more traditional fare of the time. It was often served as part of a light luncheon alongside other finger sandwiches, salads, or soups, appealing to those who appreciated both its taste and its elegant presentation. The sandwich's ingredients were widely available and affordable, making it accessible to a broad audience. Despite its decline in popularity in the decades that followed, the olive and cream cheese sandwich remains a nostalgic reminder of mid-century American cuisine, representing a time when simple ingredients were transformed into something special for social occasions. Number 6. Deviled Ham Sandwich. The deviled ham sandwich became a popular American lunchtime favorite in the mid-20th century, particularly during the 1950s and 1960s. Deviled ham, a spread made from finely ground or minced ham mixed with various seasonings like mustard, mayonnaise, and spices, offered a flavorful, tangy alternative to more traditional sandwich fillings. The name deviled refers to the spiciness or zestiness of the mixture, which was often enhanced with a touch of hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, or cayenne pepper. The preparation of a deviled ham sandwich typically involved spreading the deviled ham mixture generously onto slices of bread, often white or rye, and then adding optional accompaniments like lettuce, pickles, or even thin slices of tomato for added texture and freshness. The sandwich was known for its bold, robust flavor, which appealed to those looking for something more exciting than a plain ham sandwich. Deviled ham itself was a convenient and shelf-stable product, often sold in small cans, making it a staple in many American households. Its portability and ease of preparation made it a go-to option for packed lunches, picnics, and quick meals. The deviled ham sandwich also had a place in post-war American culture, where convenience foods were becoming increasingly popular due to their time-saving benefits in a rapidly modernizing society. Despite its decline in popularity in recent decades, the deviled ham sandwich remains a nostalgic reminder of mid-century American cuisine, reflecting the era's love for bold flavors and convenient, ready-to-eat foods. Number 7. The Banana and Mayonnaise Sandwich. The banana and mayonnaise sandwich, an iconic Southern delicacy, emerged in the early to mid-20th century as a unique combination that surprised many with its unexpectedly harmonious flavor profile. This sandwich was particularly popular in the rural South, where bananas were one of the more affordable fruits available. The softness and sweetness of the ripe banana paired with the creamy, tangy richness of mayonnaise created a blend that was both comforting and satisfying. Typically, the sandwich was made by slicing a ripe banana and placing the slices between two pieces of soft white bread, which had been generously spread with mayonnaise. The choice of bread was crucial. Soft white bread was preferred for its ability to complement the creamy texture of the banana and mayonnaise. The sandwich was often eaten as a quick lunch or snack, particularly in households where simplicity and cost-effectiveness were key considerations. While this combination might seem unusual today, It was a beloved staple for many in the South, often passed down through generations as a cherished family recipe. The banana and mayonnaise sandwich also reflected the Southern tradition of combining sweet and savory flavors, much like the region's affinity for dishes like chicken and waffles or sweet potato casserole. Although it has faded from mainstream popularity, the banana and mayonnaise sandwich remains a nostalgic favorite for those who grew up enjoying its simple yet surprisingly delightful taste. Number 8. The Bologna and cheese sandwich with Miracle Whip. The Bologna and cheese sandwich with Miracle Whip was a classic American lunch option, particularly during the mid-20th century, cherished for its simplicity and distinctive flavor. Bologna, a type of sausage derived from mortadella, was a budget-friendly meat that became a staple in many households, especially in the post-war era when processed meats gained popularity. This sandwich combined slices of bologna with American cheese, a processed cheese product known for its meltability and mild taste, creating a satisfying and easy-to-make meal. What set this sandwich apart was the use of Miracle Whip, a tangy dressing introduced by Kraft in 1933 as a cheaper alternative to mayonnaise. Miracle Whip offered a sweeter, zestier flavor compared to traditional mayonnaise, which complemented the mildness of the bologna and cheese. The spread added a creamy texture and a distinct taste that made the sandwich both comforting and flavorful. The sandwich was typically assembled on soft white bread, which allowed the flavors of the bologna, cheese, and Miracle Whip to shine without overpowering them. It was often served as a quick lunch for children, packed in school lunchboxes, or enjoyed as an easy meal at home. The bologna and cheese sandwich with Miracle Whip became a symbol of convenience and affordability, reflecting the era's focus on quick, easy-to-prepare meals that still delivered on taste. Despite its simplicity, this sandwich held a significant place in American food culture, particularly among those who grew up in the 1950s and 60s, as a nostalgic reminder of their childhood. Number 9. Fried Spam and Egg Sandwich. The fried spam and egg sandwich emerged as a popular comfort food in mid-20th century America, particularly during and after World War II when spam became a household name. This sandwich combined the salty, savory flavor of spam with the rich, protein-packed satisfaction of a fried egg, creating a filling and flavorful meal that could be enjoyed at any time of day. The preparation began with slicing the spam into thin pieces and frying it in a pan until it developed a crispy, caramelized exterior, which contrasted nicely with its soft interior. The fried spam was then paired with an egg, typically fried until the yolk was slightly runny, adding a creamy texture that complemented the meat's saltiness. The sandwich was usually assembled on soft white bread or a toasted roll, with optional additions like a slice of American cheese, a dollop of ketchup, or a few leaves of lettuce for added texture and flavor. This sandwich was more than just a quick meal. It became a symbol of post-war American ingenuity, offering a way to turn inexpensive, readily available ingredients into something hearty and satisfying. The combination of fried spam and egg provided a robust source of energy, making it a favorite among working-class families and those seeking a substantial breakfast or lunch. The fried spam and egg sandwich also reflected the growing American affinity for convenience foods, as both spam and eggs were affordable, easy to store, and quick to prepare. Despite its humble origins, this sandwich has endured in various forms, continuing to evoke nostalgia for simpler times and the creative culinary solutions of the past. Number 10. Liverwurst Sandwich. The liverwurst sandwich was a beloved delicacy, particularly in the northeastern and midwestern United States, where German-American communities popularized this flavorful spread. Liverwurst, a type of sausage made from liver, often pork or beef, was known for its rich, creamy texture and distinctive, slightly tangy taste. The sandwich typically involved spreading a generous portion of liverwurst onto rye bread, often accompanied by sharp mustard, thinly sliced onions, and sometimes pickles, all of which balanced the richness of the liverwurst. Liverwurst was prized not only for its unique flavor but also for its nutritional value. High in protein and iron, it was an economical source of nutrients, making it a popular choice during the mid-20th century when people were looking for affordable yet satisfying meals. The sandwich was often enjoyed as part of a hearty lunch, particularly by working-class individuals who appreciated its filling nature and robust taste. What made the liverwurst sandwich stand out was the contrast of flavors and textures, the creaminess of the liverwurst against the crispness of the onions and the bite of the mustard. Rye bread was the traditional choice, as its dense texture and slightly sour flavor complemented the liverwurst perfectly, though some variations included pumpernickel or whole wheat bread. While the liverwurst sandwich has seen a decline in popularity in recent decades, it remains a nostalgic favorite for many who grew up enjoying this rich, flavorful combination. It reflects a time when traditional European foods were seamlessly integrated into American culinary culture, offering a taste of old-world flavors in a simple, satisfying format. Number 11. Pimento cheese sandwich. The pimento cheese sandwich, often referred to as the caviar of the South, is a beloved Southern staple known for its rich, creamy texture and tangy flavor. Pimento cheese, the primary ingredient, is a spread made from shredded sharp cheddar cheese, mayonnaise, and diced pimentos, a type of cherry pepper that adds a mild sweetness and a distinctive red hue to the mixture. This spread was traditionally served on soft white bread, making for a simple yet flavorful sandwich. Originating in the early 20th century, the pimento cheese sandwich quickly became a favorite across the southern United States. Its popularity surged in the mid-20th century, especially at social gatherings, picnics, and tea parties. The spread's combination of rich cheddar and creamy mayonnaise, balanced by the mild bite of the pimentos, created a sandwich filling that was both satisfying and versatile. It could be enjoyed as a straightforward sandwich, or it could be dressed up with additions like sliced pickles, tomatoes, or even bacon for added texture and flavor. This sandwich also became a cultural icon in the South, often associated with Southern hospitality and comfort food. It was commonly found at events ranging from church socials to high-end luncheons, appreciated for its ease of preparation and widespread appeal. The pimento cheese sandwich not only satisfied hunger but also embodied the region's culinary traditions, where simple ingredients were transformed into something special. Today, it remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of warm southern afternoons and the comforting taste of a truly classic sandwich. Number 12. The Sloppy Joe Sandwich. The Sloppy Joe sandwich is an American classic that rose to prominence in the mid-20th century, becoming a beloved staple of casual dining, particularly in school cafeterias and family kitchens. The sandwich consists of ground beef cooked in a tangy, slightly sweet tomato-based sauce, often seasoned with onions, green peppers, Worcestershire sauce, and a blend of spices. This mixture is served on a hamburger bun, where the sauce-soaked meat often spills out, giving the sandwich its sloppy moniker. The origin of the Sloppy Joe is somewhat debated, with some attributing it to a cook named Joe in a Sioux City, Iowa, cafe in the 1930s, while others link it to the tradition of loose meat sandwiches that were popular in the Midwest around the same time. Regardless of its exact beginnings, the Sloppy Joe quickly became a popular, budget-friendly meal, especially during the post-World War II era when ground beef was both affordable and widely available. The appeal of the Sloppy Joe lies in its combination of flavors and its adaptability. The sandwich can be made with various meats or meat substitutes, and the sauce can be adjusted to be spicier, sweeter, or tangier, depending on personal preference. This versatility made it a hit in American households, where it was often served as a quick weeknight dinner or at large gatherings due to its ease of preparation and ability to feed a crowd. Today, the Sloppy Joe remains a nostalgic favorite, evoking memories of childhood meals and family dinners. It's also seen a resurgence in popularity, with modern variations incorporating gourmet ingredients or being served in upscale settings, proving that this humble sandwich continues to evolve while retaining its classic appeal. Number 13. The Hot Brown Sandwich. The Hot Brown Sandwich is a legendary dish that originated in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Brown Hotel in the 1920s. This open-faced sandwich was created by Chef Fred K. Schmidt as a late-night alternative to ham and eggs, offering something more substantial and indulgent for guests returning from the hotel's ballroom dances. The hot brown is constructed by layering thick slices of roasted turkey on toasted bread, then smothering it in a rich Mornay sauce, which is a bechamel sauce with shredded cheese mixed in. The sandwich is then topped with crispy bacon and often a slice of tomato, before being broiled until the sauce is bubbly and slightly browned, creating a delightful contrast between the creamy sauce and the crispy bacon. The result is a hearty, comforting dish that has become synonymous with Kentucky cuisine and is often associated with the indulgence of Southern hospitality. Over the decades, the hot brown has evolved from a regional delicacy to a beloved icon of American comfort food, with variations popping up in restaurants across the country. Despite these variations, the classic version remains the most revered, often celebrated during the Kentucky Derby season, where it is served as a traditional dish. The hot brown's rich flavors and historical roots make it not just a sandwich but a culinary experience that reflects the elegance and warmth of Southern cooking. Number 14. The Peanut Butter, Banana, and Bacon Sandwich. The peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich, famously associated with Elvis Presley, combines sweet, salty, and savory flavors in a way that has intrigued and delighted many. This sandwich begins with a generous spread of creamy peanut butter on slices of bread, traditionally white or toasted wheat. The peanut butter provides a rich, nutty base that contrasts with the sweetness of ripe banana slices layered on top. The sandwich's unique twist comes from the addition of crispy bacon, which introduces a savory and salty crunch that elevates the entire experience. The origin of this sandwich isn't entirely clear, but it gained widespread popularity thanks to its association with Elvis, who reportedly enjoyed it as a comfort food, often adding a bit of honey for extra sweetness or grilling the sandwich to melt the peanut butter slightly. The combination of these ingredients might seem unconventional, but they work together to create a complex flavor profile that balances richness with a hint of sweetness and a satisfying salty bite. This sandwich reflects a time in American food culture when creativity in the kitchen was celebrated, and it stands as a testament to the playful yet comforting nature of mid-20th century American cuisine. It's a dish that has survived the test of time, continuing to appeal to those looking for something both nostalgic and indulgent. Number 15, the Italian Hero Sandwich. The Italian Hero Sandwich, also known as an Italian sub or hoagie, is a culinary staple that originated in Italian-American communities in the northeastern United States. This sandwich is renowned for its bold flavors, featuring a combination of cured Italian meats such as salami, mortadella, capicola, and provolone cheese. These are layered on a long, crusty Italian roll, which provides the perfect foundation to hold the sandwich's generous fillings. One of the defining characteristics of the Italian Hero is its balance of flavors and textures. The meats bring a savory, slightly spicy taste, while the provolone adds a creamy, tangy note. Fresh toppings such as shredded lettuce, ripe tomatoes, onions, and pickled peppers add a refreshing crunch. To enhance the flavors further, the sandwich is often drizzled with olive oil, vinegar, and a sprinkle of oregano or Italian seasoning, which ties all the ingredients together. The Italian Hero became a popular lunch option in the mid-20th century, particularly in urban areas with large Italian immigrant populations, such as New York City and Philadelphia. It was a practical choice for those seeking a hearty, portable meal that could be easily enjoyed on the go. The sandwich's popularity soon spread beyond these communities, becoming a nationwide favorite. Despite the rise of fast food chains and modern sandwich shops, the traditional Italian Hero remains a beloved classic, celebrated for its robust, satisfying flavors that pay homage to its Italian roots. It is a sandwich that continues to be cherished for its ability to transport diners to the bustling streets of an Italian-American neighborhood, where food is more than just sustenance. It's a connection to culture and heritage. Number 16, the chipped beef sandwich. The chipped beef sandwich is a dish deeply rooted in American culinary history, particularly during the mid-20th century. Chipped beef itself is a type of preserved meat, typically made from thin slices of dried and salted beef that have been pressed together and sometimes smoked. This preservation method, which extends the shelf life of the meat, made chipped beef a popular choice during times of food scarcity, such as the Great Depression and World War II. The sandwich is traditionally made by first preparing a creamy white sauce, known as bechamel, which is made from a roux of butter and flour, with milk slowly whisked in until it reaches a smooth, velvety consistency. The chipped beef, usually purchased in jars or cans, is then sliced into thin strips and added to the sauce, allowing the salty, smoky flavors of the beef to infuse the creaminess of the bechamel. The mixture is then spooned over slices of toasted bread, often served as an open-faced sandwich. One of the unique characteristics of the chipped beef sandwich is its balance of flavors and textures. The richness of the bechamel sauce complements the intense saltiness of the chipped beef, while the toasted bread provides a satisfying crunch that contrasts with the smooth sauce. The sandwich was particularly valued for its simplicity, affordability, and the way it made a small amount of meat go a long way, which was crucial during times of rationing in civilian households. The chipped beef sandwich became a popular breakfast or brunch dish, often served with a side of fried or scrambled eggs. Its popularity extended into the post-war era, where it was considered a comforting and familiar dish, evoking memories of resilience and resourcefulness. Today, while it may not be as common as it once was, the chipped beef sandwich remains a nostalgic reminder of a time when simple ingredients were transformed into hearty, satisfying meals that could feed a family without breaking the bank. Number 17, the Bologna and Pickle Sandwich. The Bologna and Pickle Sandwich is a simple yet flavorful combination that gained popularity in mid-20th century America, particularly as a budget-friendly lunch option. Bologna, a type of sausage made from finely ground pork or beef, was a common staple in many households due to its affordability and long shelf life. Its mild, slightly salty flavor made it a versatile ingredient in various sandwiches, but when paired with pickles, it became something unique. The sandwich typically consisted of slices of bologna layered on soft white or wheat bread, with tangy pickles adding a contrasting crunch and acidity. The type of pickle used could vary, but dill pickles were the most common choice, offering a sharp, vinegary bite that balanced the richness of the bologna. Some variations included adding a smear of mustard or mayonnaise, enhancing the flavor profile with additional tanginess or creaminess. The appeal of the bologna and pickle sandwich lay in its balance of textures and flavors. The soft, slightly spongy texture of the bologna contrasted with the crispness of the pickles, while the savory meat paired perfectly with the tartness of the pickles. This made the sandwich a satisfying choice for a quick lunch, especially for schoolchildren and working adults looking for something easy to prepare and enjoyable to eat. Although it has become less common in recent years, the bologna and pickle sandwich remains a nostalgic favorite for many, evoking memories of simpler times when this humble yet satisfying combination was a lunchtime staple. Its enduring appeal lies in its straightforwardness and the way it manages to deliver bold flavors with minimal ingredients. Number 18. The cream cheese and jelly sandwich. The cream cheese and jelly sandwich is a nostalgic treat that brings together the smooth richness of cream cheese and the sweet tanginess of jelly in a delightfully simple combination. This sandwich became popular in American households during the mid-20th century, particularly as an alternative to the more common peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Its appeal lay in its creamy texture and the way the cream cheese provided a mild, slightly tangy counterpoint to the sweetness of the jelly. Typically, the sandwich was made using soft white bread, although whole wheat or rye could also be used for a heartier version. The cream cheese, often spread generously on one slice of bread, created a thick, velvety layer. The jelly, usually grape or strawberry, was spread on the other slice. When the two sides were pressed together, the sandwich offered a perfect balance of creamy and fruity flavors, with just enough sweetness to make it a hit with both children and adults. This sandwich was often seen as a more indulgent option, sometimes reserved for special occasions or as a treat in lunchboxes. It was also a versatile option, with variations including the addition of sliced bananas or a drizzle of honey for extra sweetness. The cream cheese and jelly sandwich reflects a time when simple ingredients were used creatively to provide comfort and satisfaction in everyday meals. Number 19. The egg salad sandwich. The egg salad sandwich is a classic and versatile dish that has been a staple in American lunches for decades. This sandwich is typically made by combining hard-boiled eggs with mayonnaise, mustard, and various seasonings such as salt, pepper, and paprika. The eggs are usually chopped or mashed, allowing them to blend seamlessly with the creamy dressing, creating a rich, savory filling point. One of the key appeals of the egg salad sandwich is its simplicity and adaptability. It can be served on a variety of breads, from soft white slices to hearty whole grain or even croissants, each bringing its own texture and flavor to the mix. Some variations of the sandwich include adding ingredients like chopped celery, onions, or fresh herbs such as dill or chives, which add a crunch and freshness to the creamy egg mixture. This sandwich became particularly popular in the mid-20th century as an easy, affordable, and nutritious option for both school lunches and adult meals. The high protein content of eggs, combined with the energy provided by the bread, made it a practical choice for a satisfying meal. The egg salad sandwich was also a common feature at picnics, tea parties, and potlucks, appreciated for its ability to be made in advance and served cold. Despite its humble ingredients, the egg salad sandwich remains a beloved comfort food for many, evoking memories of homemade lunches and simple, satisfying meals. Its enduring popularity can be attributed to its delicious blend of flavors, ease of preparation, and the endless possibilities for customization to suit individual tastes. Number 20. The tuna salad sandwich. The tuna salad sandwich is a timeless classic that has been a staple in American lunches since the early 20th century. This sandwich is typically made by combining canned tuna with mayonnaise, celery, and sometimes onions or pickles to create a creamy, flavorful mixture. The tuna is usually packed in water or oil, with the water-packed variety being more common due to its lighter texture. The appeal of the tuna salad sandwich lies in its balance of flavors and textures. The rich, creamy tuna salad contrasts beautifully with the crunch of fresh vegetables like celery or onions, while the addition of pickles or a splash of lemon juice can add a tangy kick. The sandwich is often served on soft white bread, although variations using whole wheat, rye, or even a toasted bagel are also popular. One of the reasons for the tuna salad sandwich's enduring popularity is its versatility. It can be customized in countless ways to suit individual tastes, whether by adding hard-boiled eggs, capers, or a variety of spices and herbs. It's a sandwich that can be as simple or as gourmet as you like, making it a favorite in both humble kitchens and upscale delis. Historically, the tuna salad sandwich gained popularity during the Great Depression when canned tuna became a widespread and affordable source of protein. Its convenience and nutritional value made it an ideal choice for busy families. Today, it remains a go-to option for quick, satisfying meals, cherished for its simplicity and the comfort it provides.